The Appalachian Mountains stretch over 2,000 miles, cutting through some of the oldest terrain in North America. But beneath their beauty lies something else. A darker side full of whispers, disappearances, and buried secrets. From ghost towns that vanish without a trace, to tales of strange lights and unknown creatures, these mountains have stories no one can quite explain. Today, we're exploring 5 Appalachian mountain mysteries that have baffled hikers, historians, and locals for generations. Some are old legends, others are harder to dismiss. Let's start with one of the most mysterious.
The Brown Mountain Lights. For over 100 years, people in western North Carolina have reported glowing orbs above the trees on Brown Mountain. These lights float silently, flash, pulse, and vanish without a sound. Some say they move with intelligence, rising and splitting apart, then fading into the night sky. The U.S. Geological Survey once tried to explain them as headlights or reflections. Others blame swamp gas or temperature shifts. But none of the theories fully explain what people keep seeing. The lights often appear after electrical storms or during unusual weather patterns. And some who've seen them report strange after effects, lost time, dizziness, or sudden equipment failure. And here's something even more recent. In 2016, a group of amateur researchers set up thermal and infrared cameras around Brown Mountain for 3 nights. What they captured wasn't just light, it was motion. One orb appeared to pass behind trees, suggesting it had physical presence, not just a reflection. Even stranger, their camera batteries drained all at once, a common trait in alleged paranormal or UFO encounters. Some now believe the lights could be tied to broader phenomena, part of the same global wave of unexplained aerial sightings that have reached even military radar in recent years. Could Brown Mountain be a surveillance site for something not of this world? Or are the lights simply a natural mystery we've yet to solve? Now let's move from lights in the sky to something much darker, the Bell Witch. In the early 1800s, the Bell family settled in Robertson County, Tennessee. Soon after, they began hearing strange sounds in their home, knocking, scratching, whispers that seemed to come from nowhere. The sounds grew louder. Then came voices, speaking clearly, mocking the family, sometimes predicting events before they happened. Children were scratched, beds were overturned, and objects moved on their own. Neighbors and ministers witnessed it all. The entity became known as the Bell Witch. One story claims that future President Andrew Jackson visited the Bell House. After spending a night there, he reportedly left the next day without explanation, refusing to speak about what he experienced. Some say it was a haunting. Others believe the land was cursed. But the truth is, no one really knows. What happened in that house left a mark on history, and a mystery that still hasn't faded. To this day, the land where the Bell Witch tormented the family is considered cursed. The Bell Witch Cave, located near the original cabin site, is now a tourist destination, but guides report strange malfunctions, voices, and cold spots. Visitors often describe a tightness in the chest or the feeling of being followed. Interestingly, some descendants of the Bell family have spoken out, claiming that unexplained things still happen when they return to the land, as if something remains tethered to their bloodline. The witch, they say, might just be sleeping. Not all Appalachian legends involve spirits. Some involve creatures. One of the oldest is the Wampus Cat. This cryptid comes from Cherokee legend. It's said to be a large, panther-like beast with glowing eyes and a howl that echoes through the forest. Some versions of the story say the Wampus Cat was once a woman, cursed for spying on a sacred ceremony, and transformed into a creature that roams the woods forever. Modern sightings stretch across the southern Appalachians. Hunters and campers have reported flashes of movement, strange screams, and claw marks on trees far too high for any known animal. Despite the lack of physical evidence, the stories continue, year after year, always at night, always deep in the forest. Is it a legend? Or is something real out there, watching from the shadows? The Wampus Cat isn't just folklore. In 2022, local police in Harlan County, Kentucky, logged multiple reports of a large black feline seen crossing roads, with glowing eyes and no trace left behind. Wildlife officials found no tracks and claimed there was nothing native that matched the description. Some now connect the Wampus Cat to other mysterious creatures seen in isolated parts of North America, from the Ozark howler to cryptid panthers in the Deep South. Whether it's one entity or many, one thing is clear: something is stalking the Appalachian dark.
Next is the story of the Moon-Eyed People, a mysterious group described in Cherokee legend. They were pale-skinned, short, and couldn't tolerate sunlight. The story goes that they built stone walls and fortresses throughout the mountains, long before the Cherokee arrived. Eventually, they were driven underground. Some say into caves, others believe they simply vanished. Ruins connected to the Moon-Eyed People still exist today, especially in Georgia and North Carolina. These stone structures don't match the designs of known native settlements, and no one's certain who built them. Some historians think the legend may refer to early European explorers. Others believe it points to something much older, a forgotten people who left behind clues and then disappeared. Some historians dismiss the Moon-Eyed People as a misinterpretation of early settler encounters, but others aren't so sure. Deep in Appalachian cave systems, researchers have found skeletal remains and tools that don't match known Native American tribes. Some bones showed signs of dwarfism and unusual skull shapes. There are even rumors of maps from early Spanish explorers marking white tribes hidden in the hills. Whether myth or buried truth, the idea of a vanished underground race continues to surface again and again throughout Appalachian lore.
Finally, we come to Ravenrock Mountain, one of the most secretive sites in the Appalachian region. Hidden in Pennsylvania, the Ravenrock Mountain Complex, also known as Site R, is a massive underground facility built during the Cold War. It was designed as a backup to the Pentagon, meant to survive a nuclear attack. Ravenrock has its own power, water, and communication systems. It's like a city beneath the mountain. While parts of it have been declassified, much of what happens there remains hidden. Locals report low-flying aircraft, strange hums, and roads that suddenly close without warning. Some believe the site is still fully active, used for government continuity, secret experiments, or advanced military tech. What makes Ravenrock even more unnerving is that it may be just one node in a vast underground network. Intelligence leaks and FOIA documents suggest the complex is connected to Mount Weather and other secure sites via fiber optic tunnels and possible subterranean rail. This raises an eerie possibility. In a crisis, entire portions of the government could disappear underground, without the public ever knowing. What we do know is simple. Ravenrock wasn't just built to be seen, it was built to survive. And whatever goes on inside, we're not supposed to know. That's all on the list for today. The Appalachian Mountains have always been a place of beauty, but also mystery. Whether these stories are folklore, fact, or something in between, one thing's for sure: the mountains don't give up their secrets easily. Which of these mysteries gave you chills? Let us know in the comments. And if you want more deep dives into conspiracy theories and mysteries, don't forget to hit subscribe.